I'm Andrew Edwards, and you're watching Gear Live. Take one look at the back of the Nokia 9 PureView, and you'll immediately see that there's something uniquely different about this phone. It features the world's first 5-camera array system with ZEISS Optics that all work together to create great photos. In this video, we take a closer look at the top 5 features of the Nokia 9 PureView camera to see if it's the best phone to get if smartphone photography is your thing. What's going on, Tech Squad? Andrew Edwards here, editor-in-chief of GearLive.com. If you're into tech and gadgets, feel free to hit the subscribe button down below so you don't miss any future videos. And if you want great tech coverage while you're on the go, be sure to subscribe to the podcast as well. Link will be down in the description. So as I mentioned in the open, we are taking a look at this guy right here. This is the Nokia 9 PureView smartphone, and on the back, there are 5 different cameras along with a flash in a hexagon shape on the back of this guy. So this is gonna be a photography heavy video since we're focusing on the camera and what 5 different lenses can do for you. If at any point you're interested in checking out the Nokia 9 PureView for yourself, I will leave a link down in the description below to where you can pick one up. By the way, big shout out to HMD Global for sending over the Nokia 9 PureView and for sponsoring this video. Now let's jump into the top 5 features of this camera, starting with that multi-camera array. As you can see on the rear of the phone, the Nokia 9 is rocking a collection of cameras on the back in order to take some of the best smartphone photos you've ever seen. The hexagon is an interesting look unless you suffer from trypophobia, but even if you do, you've got to give HMD Global props for what they've been able to accomplish here. Working together, the 5 12-megapixel cameras on back are able to collect 10 times more light than the typical single smartphone camera color sensor. The reason why is because 2 of the cameras are full color RGB, while the other 3 are monochrome, which can take in more light, all with an f1.8 aperture. The end result is you get photos with really nice dynamic range, which are able to capture depth and texture detail without crushing the blacks or blowing out the highlights. Color and depth of field are both impressive here, and you're able to adjust the focus of the photo even after the picture's already been taken. Now, we've seen this in the past with some dedicated camera systems from companies like Lytro, but to see that same technology brought into a smartphone is super impressive. As you can see here, these are depth photos that I took, and I'm able to go into Google Photos to change the focus by simply tapping on the area that's meant to be in focus. More on this later. You also have the option to natively shoot in true black and white, as well as shoot and edit raw photos as well. Next up, feature number 2 on the top 5 best features of the Nokia 9 PureView camera. It's got fantastic HDR. Since the Nokia 9 uses 5 cameras to capture a shot, each of the 5 is able to automatically choose the best settings for different parts of the scene to optimize different areas using AI, and then all 5 cameras shoot simultaneously. All 5 of those images are then fused into one single HDR photo. And yes, every photo taken with the Nokia 9 PureView is taken in high dynamic range in order to give you the best colors and contrast. All right, up next on the list of the top 5 best features of the Nokia 9 PureView, this is actually one of my favorites. Let's dig a little deeper into focal control. You've probably used portrait mode or live focus mode on other smartphones. You know, that's the mode where you can take a photo of someone or something and then adjust the amount of blurriness behind them, the amount of bokeh behind them, bring the background into focus, bring the background out of focus. Well, the Nokia 9 PureView takes that to the next level. The 5 cameras can identify over 1,200 layers, which it uses to create an accurate depth map of your image. This gives you focal control when editing the photo after the shot is taken. Now here's the cool part. Rather than just allowing you to blur the background or giving you a slider to determine how blurry the background should be, you're actually able to completely change what the image focuses on. So if you see something in the background or foreground that you'd rather focus on instead, all you have to do is tap on that area when you're editing the photo. Or if your image is a little blurry, just tap on the area that should have been in focus in the first place. You can then save a copy of the photo, which can look completely different just based on what's in focus. Up next, let's talk about raw photo editing. If you want to get the most out of your photos, then you'll want to shoot in the raw DNG format, which you can do with the Nokia 9 PureView camera. This mode retains all the detail of images you take, most of which get lost when you shoot in the more typical JPEG format. During setup of the device, you're able to install Adobe Lightroom, which is used to edit your raw photos on the fly and on the go. Just find a raw image you want to edit in Google Photos, tap the share icon, and then tap on Add to Lightroom. And last but certainly not least on the list of the top 5 best features of the Nokia 9 PureView camera, let's talk about that true black and white shooting mode. I mentioned earlier that 3 of the 5 cameras are monochrome, which means they don't take in any color. This means you can actually capture the image in black and white rather than shooting a color image that's then converted into black and white, which is what you're doing with pretty much every other smartphone camera. The end result is crisp black and white photos that maintain a high level of detail. And you probably already know this, but taking black and white photos can give you a totally different feel and emotion to the shots you're taking when compared to the more standard color photos. Aside from the camera, other nice features on the Nokia 9 PureView include a 5.99 Quad HD OLED display with support for HDR10, so you can see all the dynamic range of the photos you shoot. Qi wireless charging, it's protected by Gorilla Glass 5 with no camera bumps on the rear, and it's got an in-display fingerprint reader as well. If you're interested in the Nokia 9 PureView, you can pick one up right now for $699. I will leave a link down in the description below if you're interested. One more thing, like a lot of modern smartphones, on the bottom you're not gonna find a headphone jack, but you will find a USB-C port which supports USB-C audio out. That same USB-C port is also used for charging, and I just did a video on the most powerful USB-C portable power bank in the world. If you want to check that out, I will leave a link up here in a card as well as down in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want more tech content on the regular so you don't miss anything in the future. Thank you so much for watching as always, guys. I appreciate your support. I'm Andrew Edwards, and I will catch you in the next video.